My guest at this time is Victoria Toensing. She's a former Deputy Assistant Attorney General and a former Assistant U.S. Attorney. She's joined us many times to talk about James Comey and his involvement in the investigation into the 2016 campaign. And today we've got the report from the Inspector General, which says that James Comey did in fact mishandle information. He considered it his own personal information, Victoria, when it was really the FBI's, and he leaked it in order to try and get the creation of a special counsel. So what do you make of the IG report today?
Well, it's not unexpected. We know that the IG had made a referral to the Justice Department, and they had declined prosecution, and I'll get into that in a minute if you'd like to. But we knew that it was going to be a scathing report, or we knew that there was a recommendation for prosecution. So it wasn't going to be wine and roses from the IG if he had recommended prosecution. The arrogance of Comey, the bad taste of him coming out today to say how he was cleared and he's owed an apology just shows how corrupt the man is and how bad his judgment is.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit more, because this, as you said, is a scathing report, yet he says, I don't need a public apology, but a quick message with a sorry we lied about you would be nice, when the lying was about lying and leaking, both of which it turns out that he did. Maybe not criminally, but we'll see.
Well, basically what it is I didn't murder the person. I just assaulted him. Like, oh, that's okay. We'll give you an apology. I mean, what he's being accused of is violating all the FBI and Department of Justice policies and his own employment agreement with the Bureau. So it shows that Trump was right. The only thing I'm criticizing him for would be he didn't fire him soon enough. We tried to tell people that he should have been fired on day one. And actually, I called a close friend of Jeff Sessions and said, you tell Jeff to watch his back because Comey's not to be trusted. And then Sessions turned his back on the president, which led to all this.
What do you make of the Justice Department not prosecuting?
Well, it was correct for these reasons. First, the leaking was to his lawyers, so that's kind of a bad precedent to set. Going after somebody for giving information to the lawyers, because trust me, I have people come to me from the intelligence community and the FBI for representation. So that would be kind of not a good thing to go after someone for that. And what was leaked to the New York Times was not classified, and the classified information was confidential, which is the lowest level. So when you start looking at all that, you can see how Bill Barr decided this was not a good thing to do.
Now, the fact that Comey was not prosecuted leads some people to think that'll be the same fate for Andy McCabe. What do you think?
I hope not. Because if the justice system decided that Michael Flynn, who is accused of lying about something that the Bureau already knew about because they had the full transcript, and one of the criterion for lying is that you impeded an investigation. How can you impede it if the FBI has it? If he could be indicted, then Andrew McCabe has to be indicted.
Lastly, Victoria, I know your time is short. What's the next thing you're looking forward to from this Justice Department, from this Attorney General?
Well, I'm looking for the IG report on the FISA abuse. And certainly Comey was a part of that. I mean, this is just one part of what he should be investigated for. But James Comey signed an application to the FISA court that said all the material in here has been verified, when we know from John Solomon reporting that the FBI had a diagram of a chart of all the accusations, and 90% was not verifiable.
Plenty to watch, and we've been waiting for the full IG report for quite a while now. We're seeing some of it, and we'll see what comes next. Victoria, we'll let you go. Thanks so much for your time today.
Sure. Bye.
Victoria Toensing, former Deputy Assistant Attorney General of the United States, former Assistant U.S. Attorney. I'm Greg Columbus reporting for Radio America.